Sanibonani football lovers, welcome to PK Sports. Igama lami Mbongi Nkosi. Ngithemba ukuthi ni kahle, niyaphila. Danko. In today's video we're going to talk about Dennis Onyango saying that Kaizer Chiefs had a defensive approach because they didn't want to be embarrassed by Mamelodi Sundowns. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Uxolani Khosa, that he is training with Gomora United, but so far he hasn't received his paperwork from Kaizer Chiefs. Maybe Kaizer Chiefs is thinking about not releasing him. We don't know, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about Vuyelo Tlhapa ukuthi he's one of the best left backs we have in the country, and it looks like he's going to play for Raja Casablanca if things go according to plan. It was reported by Unplayable that they are looking to secure him, so it simply means that Nasreddin Nabi is a huge admirer of Tlhapa. So khuluma ngako nje ukuthi with the Kaizer Chiefs in need of a left back, maybe, but siyazi ukuthi sesimoshile vele kusikhukhune. We'll talk about Anderson Cruz ukuthi he's another player that it was reported by Austin Ditlhobolo ukuthi in 2024 he was supposed to be signed by Kaizer Chiefs, but due to financial problems that Kaizer Chiefs couldn't meet the demands that he was asking in terms of his salary, Kaizer Chiefs opted not to sign him but sign Bradley Cross. So that could have been a good investment. By that time he was 28 years old, but now he's 30 years old, and not so long ago he was a free agent, and a team in Morocco, FUS Rabat, ended up signing him as a free agent. So uyabona ukuthi amaqatha nje lokho asiphunyuka emlonyeni, kodwa akasikho lapho bafethu. Unalazi udaba ngaphambi kokuthi sekude ngicela ningisize ngokulike nokusubscribe to the channel if you haven't subscribed. Kodwa ke maso subscribe ile danko kaningi. It's road to 10,000 subscribers, so as pushing bafethu. I can see it's 9,660 if I'm not mistaken. So kusho likhulu kumina lokho. Your support means a lot. Kodwa ke into esihlangene ngayo namhlanje ile Dennis Onyango is saying that Kaizer Chiefs had a defensive approach against Mamelodi Sundowns because they didn't want to be embarrassed by Mamelodi Sundowns. Only the ones that are naive that would want to approach this game with the pound for pound mentality. And you cannot blame Fernando da Cruz or the team, because the best way for Kaizer Chiefs not to concede a lot of goals is to make sure that they have a defensive approach that they know that they are going to maintain that approach throughout the 90 minutes. Because if uzofuna ukuya ngobuso uzoshelelwe phansi uzithole sodle inhlabathi. So I believe that it was a good strategy. A good coach chooses his battles wisely. That's what I know. So Mamelodi Sundowns, I believe it's another team that is difficult to beat for Kaizer Chiefs, especially in the league. I'm not sure if it's just 5 years isingayidli Mamelodi Sundowns in the league alone. Asibali le 2-1 esabashaya ngayo laphana ku Nedbank Cup. But this tells you something ukuthi if you know very well ukuthi uyolwa uyempini, if awunazi ibhamu zokuthi ubhekane nesitha sakho, kumele uzame enye indlela, but as long ingakushayanga isingakshayanga isitha sakho. So that's what I believe Kaizer Chiefs did, and it's the best way for them. As he did say, they were waiting for Mamelodi Sundowns to make mistakes and then they pounce. That's how we scored the goal. So you must have a game plan. Other people, they feel like when they play against Kaizer Chiefs must be that team that they used to beat easily, whereby they trash Kaizer Chiefs ngabo 5-1, ngabo 3-0. So it's all about the coach understands in my tactical acumen, I have to set up in a way that I believe it won't put me in danger of conceding a lot of goals, especially against a star-studded team like Mamelodi Sundowns. And others are in denial of the fact that was another tactical masterclass by Fernando da Cruz. They don't want to give him that credit because he was too defensive. He showed too much respect to Mamelodi Sundowns. But asiko lapho, let's move to another topic. We're going to talk about Uxolani Khosa. Uxolani Khosa is another graduate from the reserve team of the Kaizer Chiefs. We thought is going to be part of the senior team since they sold Aiden McCarthy, but it looks like Kaizer Chiefs want to loan him again. after he came back from loan from Black Lions in Botswana. So now they are loaning him to Gomora United. But as things stand, Kaizer Chiefs haven't given him his working permit. So it simply means good, without that he cannot be registered and he cannot play, but he's there. So it makes me think, good, what if Kaizer Chiefs are deciding, good, okay, or are thinking of making him come back to the club, since they see, good, okay, there's a crisis in the left back position, and in that depth of our center backs, we are still not that enough in terms of in number because of Rushin Dotli. So far we cannot risk him playing him, because we know very well Guti le injury abuya, if ever one mistake happens angabuyela foot, and also it might also mean Guti his career is going to come to an end. So it's things like that. I'm speculating here. I'm not sure about anything that I'm saying, but what if, or maybe Kaizer Chiefs are still busy trying to make sure Guti they work things out for him so that he can play there. Because I believe Guti, they wouldn't have loaned him out if they didn't see a need for that. It's all about a player being able to meet the demands of the league that you are playing for and also the team. Because I won't say he had that competitiveness in Botswana compared to the teams that we face week in, week out to go Betway Premiership. Or let me say PSL, because the Betway Premiership, it's the league. So Aslali League Pel. Yeah. So go PSL. So I believe Guti, he's one for the future. If ever Gomora United, he can be used regularly. He might get those minutes under his belt, and also he might have that room for him to improve and also learn. That's what I believe with a loan is for, especially for these youngsters for Kaizer Chiefs. So now it's another player. He has to be patient enough so that when his time comes, with that opportunity will grab it both hands. The same way what Eden McCarthy did. Ageko ngazi with Eden McCarthy got to promoter, but he got his chance last season and it opened doors for him. Now Ulegu Sapa FK. So that simply means one thing, with the patience, it's a virtue. And also Olana, of course, I believe with Nae. When the time is right, Ilzofigi Tubes. And then let's talk about Anderson Cruz. Anderson Cruz is another player I believe, Guti. If Kaizer Chiefs wanted a specialist in that, not attacking but left back position, they would have went for Anderson Cruz. But he is a foreigner. He is a Portuguese, Angolan citizenship care. So that simply means one thing, he is a foreigner. So as someone explained to me, we only have one foreign spot left, not two. Because so far, Ikodaro is not registered as a local player. So I believe Guti, maybe, or they didn't even consider signing him, because he was a free agent before he was signed by FUS Rabat in Morocco, and he was going to solve those problems that we have in that left back position. He can also play as a left wing back. Age-wise, he's 8. So I don't know about you, Guti. Is it a good age, or we have to make sure Guti, we rely on the players that we have, even though most of them in that left back position are injury prone? But that could have been a great acquisition if you know very well that you want to build a team where there's a blueprint. Good senior players that know and understand the roles that they play in their respective positions. And was Punyuga 2024, I believe it was the tenor of Nasreddin Nabi. And now we are Hamba Udlala FUS Rabat, not the FEAS in ASFA Rabat Leali in Morocco. And another player is Uvo Litlapa. I've been saying time and again, Uguti, Uvo Litlapa is another good left back that Kaizer Chiefs, if there was an opportunity for them to sign him, he was going to add so much value to the team. But after everything that happened with this Kukune United, Vélez Kukune will no longer be willing to sell their best players to Kaizer Chiefs. And now he's on the way, or is on the verge of joining Nasreddin Nabi in Morocco for Raja Casablanca. So that simply means one thing: if you get to be recognized far from home, that simply means there's something that you are doing good. He also makes ama preliminary squad kubafana bafana, so the quality is there. It's just nje bese simoshile, but he could have been a good addition, especially in the system that you want to play an original left back or full back that can overlap and also underlap and also track back, whereby which he balances the two. I believe which he could have been a good addition, but we are hamba vele, so there's nothing we can do. We have to rely on Abushinga, Paseka Marco, we have Ukross naye. Let's hope kuti makabuya ku injury, but it looks like coach has other plans to use him. Kuti let him play as a left center back. Maybe that's the reason kuti they loaned Khosa, so that they know they will use Bradley Cross on that left center back to add depth lapana clear position. Yabo. So I believe, but I don't know, Kutinina, what do you think about Ulitlapa if there was a chance to be signed by Kaizer Chiefs? Anderson Cruz, what Onyango said about Kaizer Chiefs. Pilang manya magama because with the besa makwala with our approach in this game. And angazi because sesiyenze kwaba amahlandla amaningi lento le ukuthi singayi ngobuso laphana, because we know ukuthi angeke kube mnandi. Yodibana kwivideo elandelayo bafethu, ungakhohlwa ke ukulike. It's road to 10,000 subscribers. Ikhosi aliphele moya. Jango.